It sucks.
All good.
All right, we're live. What's up, everyone? What's up, Terrestrial?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good. Are you excited? Hearing talk. Let us know if you could hear us too. And we'll shout out the chat, and then we'll just get into it.
Can you hear the hearing talk?
Yes. I like this one, I think. Yeah, this one's fun. We're going to shout out the chat. We're 30 minutes late. It takes a lot of time to collect all this stuff. Surreal. More stories, no evidence, not one clear picture. Yes. Dust Bunny DX. I understand wanting actual proof, but be glad you haven't gotten your own. It's not fun. Broken Science Entertainment says yellow. El Jefe says all blah 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 again. Hopefully not. Maybe. Alien Protocols. Hell yeah, we love Buddy here. UFO. Stoned Ape. Lovely mod, I think, right? Let me double check that. Quantum Queso Dip. Thank you, Red Panda Koala. Red Panda Koala, Red Koala, same person. No, I don't know. There's someone else for that. RPK has all the keys. Heck yes, thank you, Anjali. Montezuma, think my YouTube messed up. No, I messed up. I was late. Jerry Shepardini, Tupa is the man. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna hop in or not. I'll just send him the invite too. He's always welcome. He's got the open invite here, of course. Let me see. Here we go. Yep. All right, let's get into it then. Thanks to everyone for being here. Gino, brother, Wi-Files. How do I get in? I'll go on. Oh, you want to hop in here, bro? I'll send you the DM.
Get him in.
Let's get Gino in here, bro. I'll send it to Tupa and Gino real quick. Before we get into it, what are your general thoughts? And for outline, just so you know, and I guess the audience, I'm going to cover the latest with Luna and Eric Davis first, because I think it's pretty funny. And then we're going to go to what Burlison said in Tupa Space, then what Corbell said about some of these witnesses, what Greer said, what Sheehan said, and just kind of like trying to see what we can expect from the hearing. But yeah, what are your thoughts while I send out these invites?
On which part? You just named like 4 things.
I guess just the hearings in general.
I mean, look, I'm looking forward to watching them for sure. I'm not expecting that we're going to get any bombshell, like anyone's going to come out and like break an NDA and kind of pull out all the stops for us at that point. I'm more looking forward to kind of like what ends up happening with the skiffs when everybody ends up getting in, whenever they get into the skiffs, that is, at this point. But there could be something interesting. The one thing, Red, that I'm kind of irritated with is that we just don't even know who's supposed to be at the hearing yet. Like, we don't even have like the names. We don't know what's going on. So it's really hard to even get excited about that at all. I know that Greenstreet, he was kind of suggesting that maybe this guy, John Estridge, might be one of the people at the hearing. He was.
I didn't even pull that. I don't have to pull that while you have one up. Is that today?
No, it's from a while ago. See, me and you both bookmark like crazy. I'll get your back, bro.
You have to, dude. There's so much stuff to go through.
And even then, we're all missing things. That just goes to show you, dude, we all are. But he's supposedly one of the 40 whistleblowers that kind of backs up David Grusch. He was a staffer for Marco Rubio, and I guess that was around the time that Rubio got really interested in the UFOs and stuff like that. So he might be there. That's one of the thoughts, because we haven't really heard very much from him, and that was kind of the entire idea of this hearing, was to get brand new people, first-hand whistleblowers, people who aren't involved with, like, you know, the usual circular reporting situation that we've been seeing, which is great. I mean, I think that's what everybody wants. I want like scientists, though. You know, I wanted somebody to come out and bring a whiteboard out and show the math and kind of blow the whole thing open, but I don't think we'll get that. But you know,
want the real Bob Lazar, right? Like, what the idea of that story is, like that dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like, if Bob's real, Bob should come do it. But you know what I mean? That's the whole other story. But yeah, I mean, so look, I'm excited. I'm happy that they're not going to get delayed. But yeah, it's, I guess, where I'm happy we're not going to have to wait till November. I'd rather go ahead and see him now.
Yeah, so let's get into it. And real quick, shout out Tracy Scott. Thank you, Tracy. I love your energy. One of my favorite people on X. Love to our Josh and all. Hell yeah, we're excited. And on Jolly, lovely mod, thanking Tracy. Look at this. This is a great community we're building over here on the backup channel. Ashton is going to be there, question mark. Maybe Perfect Storm Gaming will get you in at the end. Maybe we'll do call in. If there's more than like 2 or 3 people, it kind of get hectic. So, but yeah, let's get into it. So today, the news of the day was... So yeah, we got Eric Davis stirring some shit yet again.
Dude, how about those shorts, bro? How about those shorts?
Yeah, there we go. Got to leave it on. He's got like his own unique outfit. But he said next congressional hearing on UAP is November, not September 9th. Oh, so interesting. He's saying it's pushed back. I missed that when I originally posted this. Then we have this lady, Andrea L. Oh, did they postpone it? Thanks for the heads up. Eric Davis says, it's looking that way since there's nobody volunteering to testify. Really weird.
Yeah, it is. Eric Davis on Facebook, he strikes again, huh?
I guess LinkedIn now. I think he got told he can't Facebook anymore because he's over the years dropped many like weird bombs.
Oh yeah, that is LinkedIn, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Let's think. What are some of the things he said on social media over the years? He said that Grusch got all his stories from him. Basically, that was a fun one. He said that Lou never ran ATIP or OSAP. That was another fun one.
Yeah, he called Grant Cameron unethical for releasing the Wilson Davis notes, right?
Unethical, LOL. And I got these two queued up real quick because everyone talks about them, but I hadn't seen the clips in a while. So real quick, let's see.
I mean, I know Eric Davis, and Eric is of a kind of character that it's just impossible for him to lie.
The significance of that document.
All right, they copyright the hell out of that clip, so we only got a little bit of that one, and then we got a little longer of this one, the other classic.
When he tells you something, it is absolute gospel truth. And for those who know Eric Davis know why, because he's got this interesting little personality quirk about him where it's almost impossible for him to lie. He is hyper smart. He's almost savant. In fact, if you were to ask him to lie, he wouldn't, because there's no purpose in it. He's a bit like a human Cray computer, a mainframe. He's brilliant.
LOL, Lou is such a freaking.
If he tells you something or he says something, then it is absolutely the truth. I can validate and verify at least the things that I know people have asked about. He's telling the truth.
Did you ask?
He's a savant. He's a mainframe. He can't lie.
Listen, I want Lou giving me the big ups, dude. Lou can give me the intro, man. He really plays it up.
That was like 40 seconds of pure glazing.
That's crazy. I missed that. Gary Nolan said that, like, the exact same thing. Yeah, he said can't tell a lie. Elizondo said that too. That's interesting. I forgot about that.
It's weird, right? And then then I got it up here too because it's funny. He says like he could never lie, but then he's like Lou never ran ATIP or OSAP. It never even worked for him. Like, that's huge. And then then we got Luna. She clapped back. She's all in, dude. She's I think she's still with the community, and I'm loving it. I'm here for this arc. Let's go to this asset real quick. She's on this energy lately.
I've reached out to some of the biggest names in UFO lore, okay? They all got skiff flu, and we call it skiff flu, meaning like the day that the skiff was open that we reserved it, we're like, we're here, like, come on, come brief us. They get sick, or
and
their dog dies.
So they ghost you?
They ghost us. Yeah, so I'm like, well, if you're not gonna tell me to skiff, then you're full of crap.
Or you're scared for your life because you're just a scientist.
I'm not.
So hopefully if she sees that, I hope that's not inappropriate. I don't know. She posted that shit not too long ago either. But she came in, cleared up the air. UAP hearing, Dr. Davis does not have correct info. Hearing has not been canceled. UAP hearing has not been postponed. We have great witnesses. Whoever is saying that is literally making stuff up. If there are any changes to hearings, you will hear from me first. All caps, me first. I like the energy that she's kind of like done with all the BS of the UFO community. What do you think?
I mean, dude, she's got a lot of pressure though, right? I mean, they got a 6-month extension on her task force. That was back in May. So, I mean, December, January, she's got to come up with something here pretty soon, right?
Yeah, I mean, she just dropped all that Epstein stuff today, apparently. I mean, honestly, she's killing it, bro. I will say though that there's some stuff about her past I find interesting, but as what she's doing today, all in all, I appreciate her laying down the law on some of these dudes, especially the Lou one, bro. Like, come on, that was epic. More incel and wizard baiting, of course. Let's see, is that? Oh, and then she had this too with her whole like zero fucks energy. Let's go. This with Greenstreet today. It's pretty funny about all this. Yeah, I forgot his name. You caught me, hence why I literally deleted and corrected the post. Grow up. The reptile alien guy I personally invited to my 4-hour UFO chat like yesterday. You like to lie, don't you? We didn't organize the roundtable. It was done third party. The other members and I did not invite anyone. You would know that if you're good at your job. Clown emoji. So she woke up ready to fight. Twitter fingers ablazing, dude. Pretty funny. Why do you think Eric Davis said that? Kind of random, is it not?
It's super random. To be honest, that's why I like when I seen that post and I got up and I jumped into space last night. I was like, fuck, man. Yeah, I wonder why he said it. I don't know. He doesn't really have any. Look, he went in and testified or ran that skiff briefing, I think, with the FBI earlier. But other than that, he's not like going in and testifying or anything that we know of, obviously. So I don't know why he's even talking about it. It's so random. And that's what made me kind of believe it at first. I'm like, why would he even say this? There has to be something to that.
I will just throw this out there too. I don't know if it's connected or not. The Akashic record is telling me it is. A month ago, and I'm going to try and find the clip, but it was unrecorded space, but you know how I do. Michael Herrera, I think he might have been there. Michael Herrera hopped in UAP Mike space. And Michael, by the way, we're going to cover it later. Michael Herrera might be one of the people testifying. What up, Tupa? Welcome. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hey.
What up?
He might be one of the people testifying, and he said that Eric Davis is being actively blackmailed. It's only a month ago, so I don't know. Maybe that's connected. Tupa, you made the excellent meme that we've added to the media assets. We are drifting off the grid. What's your reach, but why did he say this? Only to be corrected by Luna.
Maybe misinformed. I mean, he's in a circle of people who kind of like, you know, have been throwing whatever will stick at these hearings and like the commentary about them too, which is strange. So he must have been hearing something, because we both know he can't tell a lie, right? Oh
yeah, you missed it. We already played those, but you know, screw it. We haven't watched those together on the stream.
I mean, I know Eric Davis, and you know, Eric is of a kind of character that it's just impossible for him to lie.
When he tells you something, it is absolute gospel truth. And for those who know Eric Davis know why, because he's got this interesting little personality quirk about him where it's almost impossible for him to lie. He is hyper smart. He's almost savant. In fact, if you were to ask him to lie, he wouldn't, because there's no purpose in it. He's a bit like a human Cray computer, a mainframe. He's brilliant, and he, you know, if he tells you something or he says something, then it is absolutely the truth. I can validate and verify at least the things that I know people have asked about. He's telling the truth.
Did you ask?
Chipo, roast this real quick. I know you got some good shit for this, bro. 40 minutes or 40 seconds of he's a savant. He's a mainframe. He cannot lie.
I just took a bite of food.
You don't have to. It's all right. When it comes to you, bring it up. But I just thought, you know, it's kind of hard to find this clip too, by the way. Everyone talks about it, but it was hard to find. So
I thought I had a screenshot of this. I was trying to get this for tonight, this conversation, or at least like this Facebook post, and I couldn't find it. And then I was like, oh, you probably got it.
Dude, Red finds everything, dude. Remember, I was just telling him, like, dude, I know that there's a Gary Nolan thing. I just don't know where it's at.
Yeah.
You found both clips. It's really insane to suggest that there's a human being on Earth who cannot tell a lie. That kind of thinking either says a little, or it says a lot about these guys, or a lot about how little they think of us. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
to
a
me,
weird
that just
thing to
makes
say.
me think he's a liar. Like it's like when people do shit like that, like over the top, like unasked. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Always
the
look at the opposite.
mainframe, and then we also have him saying Lou never worked for ATIP OSAP.
Well, you have I don't know if you know this, but there's like a tweet or something from Gary Nolan saying that Eric Davis might be a reincarnation of Boltzmann, the guy who invented the concept of the Boltzmann brain. This idea that a brain might evolve in the ether of like nothingness in space, and there could be brains floating around.
That's weird. And another Tracy Scott killing it. Love you, Tracy. Now the boys are all together. Yeah, the spice is about to get fire. Oh shit, hell yeah. You know, maybe Mike's around. Sorry, the person in the chat gaming. But yeah, all right, let's continue along here. While I send this out. Mike's fun. Mike's a good time.
Thank you for your patience.
Oh, so here we go. The infamous Tupa space. The infamous Tupa space. We got some good drops about what we could expect from this upcoming hearing. Let's listen to it.
So I was listening as I was eating dinner. I've been traveling. In fact, I've traveled to. I spent the whole day traveling to get to see somebody that is a whistleblower for this topic.
Wow.
So,
well, thank you for all the work you're putting in on this. All the boots on the ground. Do we appreciate it?
This is the third trip that I've made this August recess. So when everybody else is fundraising, I'm spending this time heads down on this. So let me give you an idea, and I would say one of the most memorable conversations I've had was the one that I had recently, where Anna, Polina, Luna, and myself met with a whistleblower. I had to travel to get there, and I mean, it took me an entire day to get there and back. And it was someone who is coming from the nautical source, and so the activity that's happening under the ocean is what he was talking about, and it was kind of remarkable. Almost reminded me of the movie Abyss. To give you asked me about a movie.
Oh yeah.
He didn't say Abyss, but the things he was talking about reminded me of the movie Abyss.
Now, in regards to the water kind of formation or the like almost jellyfish manta ray beings?
No, just that there is a structure in the deep ocean.
Wild. Thank you.
So first little data point, Luna and Burlison going around the country interviewing potential witnesses, whistleblowers, bro. Putting in more footwork than most people in the field. Pretty dope. Time to be live. We have some more of this. If anyone has any thoughts, hop in, or else I'll just go to the next Burlison part. All right.
To give you an idea who we've got, one individual is a former U.S. Air Force veteran who is going to speak to 5 UAP incidents during his time that he witnessed and that he investigated. You've got another individual who is a Navy officer who witnessed UAP events firsthand, and then another U.S. Air Force officer who has witnessed firsthand events. So we've got, and I'm not going to give their names, but those are the individuals that we've been working on. We often have people trying to get, that have already come out publicly, and I think that a lot of people some people want those, but I think that what's better is if we bring forward some new perspectives and people that have not come forward until this moment, some fresh witnesses. So that's kind of what we're working on.
Got it. And then the date, is that official or not? September 9th?
Right now, that is the date, September 9th.
Awesome. Thanks for
Cool. Stone Ape Lovely Mod. I would like to see a Mad Max edit where Ivan is in a Burning Man apocalypse style gear riding the back of Lou's Doom buggy. I think that's a great idea, Tupa.
That's
Maybe
awesome. Yeah.
That's a fucking sick idea if I've ever heard one.
Reminds me of California Love music video too. Hell yeah.
Oh, and that's Tupac. Dude, there it is. Tupa, you held this infamous space heard around the world.
Yeah.
And Terrestrial, you slept through it. I don't think you were there for this. But what do you think about this? So we got, what did he say? He's traveling the country with Luna, looking for whistleblowers. They found one dude who's nautical. It was in response to our friend Skywalker, who's a retired nuclear submariner for the Navy. So maybe something to do with that. That said it was to do with the Abyss. And then in this other clip, he said for the people they have potentially, it was an Air Force officer who investigated 5 UFO incidents, a Navy officer who witnessed UFO events firsthand, an Air Force officer who witnessed UFO events firsthand. So it sounds like there's a plethora of... That's why when Eric Davis said his thing of like, there's no one willing to testify, I was kind of like, what are you talking about, bro? Because there's all this other information. What do you guys think about these data points we're hearing?
This sounds like they are taking a proactive approach on how to find these answers, and they're not really relying, at least on people to tell them stuff. They're going out, like he said, he's traveling days or a day at least to go talk to these guys firsthand. Yeah, I think they're getting pretty dedicated to this.
Something else I should add too that I didn't really clip, but Corbell talks about too is apparently Grusch is helping kind of with a lot of this stuff in the back channels. So I do have a little bit of it come up when we talk about the Stratton thing, but yeah, so I guess a lot of this is coming through the funnel of Grusch, if not, who's also allegedly subpoenaing Lou. But yeah, go for it, Drestra.
Yeah, Burlison kind of mentions that in this space too. He doesn't like say it directly, but he kind of infers it where he's like, this list of people that they're going through, Grusch is vetting it, and then he kind of stops for a second and he goes, and if we need to issue any subpoenas, it's kind of the recommendations. So he's giving those recommendations, which when you look at Ivan's tweet, it's like, yeah, I guess Ivan's not bullshitting about that.
Yeah, they're subpoenaing Lou, dude. I'm excited, but then again, it's there's all this stuff about like, what if they get some just straight up like totally illegitimate people that's just like easily debunked within like a day, right? What if we get like the crop circle of whistleblower up there because they were kind of secretive about it? Who knows? All right, let's continue along here. Got Danny Sheehan in the mix.
What high-level officials do you think in the past and present have had knowledge of this?
Well, for example, today's Pentagon advanced, he knows all about it. And
is he going to testify to this?
Well, for example, today's Pentagon advanced, he knows all about it. And is he going to testify? Well, we're trying to get him to testify, and what he's saying is, well, there's not adequate protections in place that they could retaliate against him. He could never get another promotion. They may interfere and try to withhold his pension. That they can do all kinds of things. Which the present law.
He's talking about Jay Stratton. I don't know. Is this clipping faded? It's like
what
not.
High-level
it's like skipping his name. Listen.
In the past and present have had knowledge of this.
Well, for example, today's Pentagon advanced.
Oh, that's so weird.
All about it.
On the actual one on where I got it from UP James, it definitely says Jay Stratton there. But I mean, I guess, and just to like prove it, I could just find this.
It could be StreamYard. I've seen the clip. I know for sure it says Jay Stratton.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Let me just do it real quick. Yeah, let's hear. I got it right here.
Do you think in the past and present have had knowledge of this?
Well, for example, Jay Stratton has knowledge of it. He was the head of the United States Pentagon Advanced Weapons Special Access Program. He knows all about it. And is he going to testify? Well, we're trying to get him to testify, and what he's saying is, well, there's not adequate protections in place that they could retaliate against him. He could never get another promotion. They may interfere and try to withhold his pension. That they can do all kinds of things, which the present law doesn't adequately protect them against.
What high-level officials do you think?
Do you think he means
that?
I was gonna say, do you think he means that like he's really involved in trying to get a Jay in there, or do you think he's more like this is just really who we want and he's just kind of saying it that way? What do you think?
That's the interesting thing, right? Because I did pull up this to kind of pair with it.
Go for it. Quick questions. Hey Eric, how's it going, man? I had a couple just 2 questions for you, really. Have you and the task force, have y'all spoken to Jay Stratton at all since it was put together?
No, we have not.
Have y'all like wanted to look into, since he's like Lou's boss and everything, have y'all at least inquired about it?
Is there a reason why you haven't specifically looked at Jay Stratton? Has he just not come across your desk, or is there any like mention of him at all?
Yes, I mean his name has come up multiple times. It's not one of the ones that Grusch seems to see as a high profile or somebody that is a priority.
Okay. And then my other question was
another question was kind of different, but isn't that weird? Random, right? Grusch said not high priority. Got Sheehan saying that we wanted him to testify. No, kind of odd. I don't know. Any thoughts on that?
It doesn't make any sense. Director of the UAP task force. I mean, high-ranking Navy. I mean, he was probably honestly between him and Lou. If anybody ran ATIP, it would have been him, right? Claimed that he's seen NHI and craft and bodies and this new documentary. It doesn't make any sense that he's not already been like high in the mix, right?
Yes, and you mentioned the documentary. I totally forgot. Why couldn't he go say to Congress what he said in the doc?
Dude, I took the clip of Stratton talking about how he's seen the craft and non-human bodies, and I tagged Burlison in it because I was thinking, what, has he just never seen this before? Maybe he hasn't, but it's like 6 months, so you would think he'd seen that Age of Disclosure trailer and you'd notice that. But I tagged him in it, so who knows?
Yeah, good work. This is weird.
How long ago did you do that? I'm looking for it right now, so we could all.
What, like a couple days after that space. Okay, I did. So I tagged Jay in it too. I tagged Jay and Burlison in it. I just grabbed the 4 seconds of Stratton.
Okay, I'll just type in. I'll just look at this thing real quick. Because yeah, no, that's a great point. Like for the documentary, we're saying all this stuff. Let me see. We're doing it live, hanging out, having fun.
I mean, at the end of the day, like they're trying to get everybody to watch Age of Disclosure in Congress behind the scenes. I think right now, so he'll end up seeing it, but I don't know, it's weird.
I guess we could just watch the whole trailer. Fuck it.
Yeah.
The American people are ready to receive the truth.
Humanity is not the only intelligence in the universe.
Humanity is not the only intelligent species. We are absolutely not alone.
Non-human intelligence exists. UAPs are real. They're here, and they're not human. I spent 25 years as a senior official with the CIA.
I worked on highly classified UAP programs.
28 years as an astrophysicist.
I served as the 4th Director of National Intelligence.
Director of Aviation Security in the National Security Council.
The 1-star admiral after 32 years of service.
People that come forward with this, I feel like they've taken their life in their own hands.
I was recruited to a highly sensitive government program that investigated unidentified aerial phenomenon.
For over 16 years, on behalf of the U.S. government, I worked as a senior intelligence official on the unidentified aerial phenomenon topic.
We learned that the U.S. government was involved in a long-running secret war with other nations to collect and reverse engineer vehicles not made by humans.
I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
There it is.
That's the part right there. You're like, let's get this dude in here talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
And Grusch is like, that's a low profile, low priority kind of thing. Yeah, that is odd, huh? So that right a little bit. This is a fun trailer, gotta admit.
It's a really good trailer, yeah.
It's rotating. There's a whole fleet of them.
The first country that cracks the code on the technology will be the leader.
Can't have a trailer without that audio.
Has established
you hate that.
The UAP task force.
You think for a second that they wouldn't consider using it to achieve their ends of domination?
This is similar to the Manhattan Project. This is the atomic weapon on steroids.
This is so secret. Very, very few people in our entire government have been allowed access to it.
Even presidents have been operating on a need-to-know basis, but that begins to ramp out of control.
It's not acceptable to have secret parts of government that no one ever sees.
You better be careful about a government that doesn't trust its people, because there's no telling what they'll pull on you.
Yeah.
This is the biggest discovery in human history.
You had information being locked away that could change the trajectory for species.
It has so many beneficial impacts, including clean energy.
We should have disclosure today. We should have disclosure tomorrow. The time has come.
I was always like, what the fuck's up with this pose? And then it was funny when this trailer came out. Do you guys remember like all the Luke who were like posing this like it was all like dignified? I was like, seems like such an awkward pose to put your arms in. Kind of random.
It's very much like it's dumb. What is that how it ends? His pose?
You gotta hear what he says though.
Yeah, let's hear what he says real quick.
What else you want to know?
I love it.
What else you want to know?
Total mic drop. There it is.
Dude, what else you want to know?
The funny part is, isn't the rumor that he's the reason?
Pictures.
Yeah, and also isn't he the reason like this isn't even out right now? Allegedly in the back channels, like he has this legal battle with the director.
He's all open. I'm an open book. Also, I'm going to sue the director. I'm going to prevent this from coming out. No big deal.
Fun times. So yeah, good point about the Strand stuff. All right, well, let's get back to it. Having fun. What else you want to know? Yeah, that pose was so weird. Okay, what do we got next? We're almost done. Short and sweet one today, kind of, although it took a long time to prepare. So So yeah, Grusch is like, I don't know about Stratton, huh? Weird.
People that committed
Oh, you
horrific.
got Corbell, dude. The man, the myth, the legend. Let me see. Is it gonna find my media asset now or no?
This is the Vice clip, yeah.
Yeah, this is the Vice clip. I guess I'll just have to go backwards real quick. We'll come back to it. But just, remember last time,
Everything was going great. Then bam, out of nowhere, my worst nightmares came true. They are trying to erase me and give Schellenberger credit for my whistleblower. Congress just lied to the American public.
Why? What was the lie?
Oh, I submitted the IC document. Ask Schellenberger, he'll tell you. But everybody sat there as they said he did. Why? Nancy Mace lied. Nancy Mace said Schellenberger gave her an 11-page report on Immaculate Constellation from a whistleblower, okay? That was a lie, and she knew it.
I don't know what to say. I don't know why she said that. I think she just assumed it was.
She knew it was a lie. So maybe, as an investigative reporter, you should ask yourself, why is it that they lied? You should ask yourself that.
I'm happy to clarify it. I'm not going to accuse the chairwoman of lying.
Jeremy, you're not going to that 5 o'clock thing, I take it.
Oh, I'm fucking going. I'm not going to be quiet. I'm fucking going to look everybody in the fucking eye. Yeah, whoever fucking lied, I'm going to say it in
that
front
was
of
last
everybody.
year. Corbell's
People that committed
got some
horrific.
PTSD from that event, and we'll hear about it in here. Just some context when you hear him get the 1,000-yard stare as he thinks about the event.
Crimes and are still committing them right now to whistleblowers.
Yeah.
Right now, you're going to hear from 3 first-hand whistleblowers as I define them on X. Just made sure I made it clear.
Yeah.
You're going to hear from them come hell or high water because George and I already recorded with them. So you're going to hear it in Congress.
Sorry, you're recording now 3 whistleblowers.
More than that.
Right.
But I have offered to Congress who have asked me.
Right.
3 first-hand whistleblowers.
Right.
I said, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I got them to say yes. We have a hearing date coming. So if they do it, great. If Congress doesn't do it, and they're all great. Like Representative Luna has the task force. She's awesome. Representative Burchett, he's like fighting for the truth. Everybody's curious like me and you. They want to know the truth. If they don't go out through that process, if we get interference like we did at the last hearing where I brought the documents that everybody needed to see and they misappropriated the terminology to someone else and gave credit, it was so weird, but it was a bigger problem than people think. In journalism, it's about chain of custody, right? So they lied to the American public that day.
But do you think that
I like how he was like ready to go off on that for like a good bit of change, and then this guy Shane Smith brought it back.
Did you get the vibe of we'll start our own mall, dude? He's like, if they don't go with hearings, I'll start my own hearings. I'm gonna show everything.
Dude, he's traumatized from what happened last year. He might even crash out again this year off the trauma from last year.
the names? Do you think that they go along a certain way and then somebody comes and says, stop them and they say, you can't go any further? Or
yeah, it's way worse than that.
Okay, go. Tell me.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's everything from just what do you call it when you work at a place, a bureaucratic terrorism, you know, or administrative terrorism, holding people in purgatory with their clearances. So they work there, they don't work there, they're allowed to do what they're doing, they're not allowed to do what they're doing. You sit there, man, 7 months, 9 months, 2 years, you're never allowed out, man. And it's just because you saw something you weren't supposed to see, accidental, they call it spillage. There are so many issues like that. That's why people come to me, is because they've heard that I've helped other people. They trust me and I keep their secrets and then I help them and I move forward. And honestly, it's because I want to know what they know. I mean, there is a selfish aspect to it.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on, you know, but that has been a funny role that I've played is bringing people together.
So that's happening now. Three whistleblowers.
Yeah. Right now, man, like already recorded.
Wow.
Like, so if it doesn't come out in Congress under oath to the American public, and by the way, it's all safe. It's taking care of national security. Don't worry. We're thinkers over here, right? The people talk, and they're not idiots. They've worked their whole lives in the shadows. CIA, working in State Department, working in all official capacity you could imagine, from military to intelligence. They ain't dummies. They live here. They love this country. But this needs to come out, especially because they're being enacted against. So the next hearing is to protect whistleblowers. If we get this done, we set precedent. If David Grusch, who I said was a baller, right, Godzilla, if that mother is taken care of, so
he's no longer working for the government.
Well, no. See, this is a historic thing. So Representative Burlison and the task force under Luna brought him as a whistleblower back into government because he had all the clearances for a limited time to be the kind of liaison to the world of whistleblowers to help them bring people forward to do congressional hearings. So it's weird. You get a whistleblower who's now a government employee again. So this is a guy who's a real credit to the intelligence.
Do you think there'll be any new information come out of that? Those congressional hearings or not?
100. But if they do the hearings, yes. If not, it'll come out on Weaponized with me and George Knapp, because we already recorded with him. We're going to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help us God.
There you go. But do you think that this will come out through?
Do I think you're going to believe in UFOs after this? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking is, do you think that there'll be new information out of these congressional hearings?
With 100% certainty, if congressional hearings are held with these whistleblowers, 100% you're going to get new information. And I can also assure you that if they don't, for some reason where the executive branch steps on their neck like Godzilla and stops them from doing it, that information is coming out anyway.
It sounds like to me like he's trying to maybe have Grusch kind of get him back in the good graces around Congress. Do you get that vibe from that at all, or no?
I don't know what he's on. I feel like he's still ready to scrap with Congress. I feel like he wants to fight Congress. Honestly, that's my read. It is interesting though. I wonder who they could be. I guess. You have any other thoughts on this, Trish, before we go into the next one?
No, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I mean, because he's been talking about how he's got these people from behind the scenes, but then he also did an episode with who was that? It was UFO or Joe Mergia and Danny Silva, and they were kind of talking about how the firsthand whistleblowers, the people that we really want to hear from, he doesn't even feel like they even have the opportunity to really come forward anymore. So it's just like this weird kind of like two sides of the coin.
Doesn't that feel
I don't
fake
know.
though? Like all this talk of like, oh my god, everything's in it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased, but like on the stuff me and Tupa cover, like the hate group, like there's multiple pieces of evidence like we could point to of like this kind of stuff happening. And I just feel like I haven't seen like a solid piece of evidence. Like the best piece of evidence I've gotten was that recent Fessler clip where he says like Grusch's house was broken into and there was drones around. But like no one's ever really talking about like what the all these like reprisals and this horrible shit. You know, I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah, no, we don't have
it, but like
we don't have like the stories from it, right? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all right, let's go to. We got a little Ross Coutlhart montage. We're just gonna go straight from UAP James's X account here. So let's see what Ross has been up to. What has he been saying? Okay, sure. Tim said. So I guess he wants Matthew Brown to testify. Let's see this.
The man is a patriot. He's a good human being. He needs to be protected, as he's revealed in his interview with Chris Sharp for Liberation Times, and also the one with George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell. Actually, Chris took his stuff from George and Jeremy's interview. He's concerned about retaliation. He's concerned about threats. And he's also concerned about the possibility that he could even be executed for revealing what he knows. This is serious stuff. Congress needs to do something about it. We can't have a situation where, as has happened with Jake Barber and David Grusch, Congress just goes, and moves on. This has to be investigated. This is a senior person in a senior government position with a top secret compartmentalized security clearance, revealing things that raise grave concerns about America's national security. Let's get it investigated. Let's put him in front of a public hearing. And let's also find out why he wasn't allowed to give evidence at the hearing that took place last year, because my understanding is that he was hoping he would have been able to. Let's protect this person.
What do you think about that?
So I'm assuming he wants him to go talk about like the quote unquote extra rounds in the chamber that George Knapp and they were talking about at the end of that interview. Supposedly Matthew Brown has more stuff, that he hasn't like shared yet. And they're supposed to, I'm assuming it's pretty bombshell stuff. But I'm assuming what he's talking about there.
And real quick, I got you, Daniel. I got you, bro. Luna video.
I've reached out to some of the biggest names in UFO lore. Okay. They all got skiff flu, and we call it skiff flu, meaning like the day that the skiff was.
There you had to. But no, honestly though, like not trying to be a dick, like God bless Matt Brown. I hope he had a lot of fun at the Warhammer convention that he posted about over the weekend. But I don't know if I want him testifying, dude. His tweets have been all cryptic and like weird, and I don't know. This are my thoughts. Hope I don't get crucified for that one. No, I think everything's good. Let me see. Here's another Ross clip. Let's see this.
Representative Eric Burlison, who sits on the Oversight Transparency Committee in the House, has acknowledged that there will be a UAP hearing, a public hearing on the 9th of September. And he's gone even further. He's stipulated that there will be at least 3 witnesses. One is a former US Air Force veteran who will speak about 5
Tupa, are you here, by the way? Is Tupa here?
Always.
Okay, listen.
UAP incidents. Another is a Navy officer who witnessed UAP events.
UAP.
Intriguing. And the other is a US Air Force officer who has witnessed firsthand.
You know
events.
you know what space
I like
he's
the
getting this
sound of that
information
word
from, right?
Firsthand. Obviously, I would like the scientist with the spanner that's fixing the TR-3B, but this all sounds very, very promising. I'm not sure who these people are. I'm aware of first-hand witnesses that I and others have prodded towards the Senate Select Committee for Intelligence, and I know that there's been conversations going on.
So he's quoting our very good friend Tupacabra's space, but this is him a month ago.
Maybe viewers want you to address. Somebody sent me a post on X, Benno, and he said, "Hi Ross, can you confirm that this is true? And if it is,
Why did they cover the panda in my name? I don't get that either.
name names." And the post was,
Whoa.
"Celebrity bodyguard Big Homie confirms intel ops being conducted against Tupa and Ross Coutlhart knows."
I have no idea what that's about. I don't know anyone called Big Homie. Tupa, I don't know who Tupa is. Is he a rapper or something? I'm sorry, I've just got no idea what that's about. I have no leads on that at all. You'll have to be more specific.
And sorry, that's just kind of funny because he was quoting your space. Right?
Yep. He goes from not knowing to he definitely knows. But also, Tupa, he's cool, man. This is really fun.
It was just more of a funny thing. We don't really care, but it is kind of funny because, like I said,
who sits on the Oversight Transparency Committee in the House, has acknowledged that there will be a UAP hearing, a public hearing on the 9th of September. And he's gone even further. He's stipulated that there will be at least 3 witnesses. One is a
that's all
US
from your
Air
space,
Force
bro.
veteran.
Hell yeah, dude. From the Tupa space. All right, last little Ross clip we got here. The most recent one. Let's see.
Public knowledge. The simple fact is national security does have to be protected. And as much as a lot of us may not like it, if there is technology or systems or weapons systems in particular, or propulsion systems and energy systems that have been developed in the black from non-human technology, I guess it's kind of inevitable that some senators in particular will collude in endeavouring to protect that from public knowledge unless and until probably the president or the National Security Council that really control the narrative on all of this is going to say, you know what, guys, let's be honest with you. That's what's going on here. To some degree, the public hearings are a dog and pony show. You know, we're being shown and told what we're allowed to be told. There's a hell of a lot more that's known about inside the private skiffs, the secure skiffs inside the Congress where briefings have been given. Congressmen and senators, congressional representatives and senators know a hell of a lot more privately than they do or can talk about publicly. And this is one of the dilemmas right now. And I sense a growing impatience from UAP social media that it's just not fair. And it's not fair. Absolutely, it's not fair.
Just poking fun.
Is if the US does have classified, waived, unacknowledged special access programs operating under compartmentalized security clearances, and if these are in some way authorized by some kind of presidential executive order or presidential executive action directive or emergency action directive, the so-called PED, I guess there might be some perceived legal legitimacy for why this is all being kept secret. And I think we're just going to have to muddle on, and I don't think you're ever going to see the kind of disclosure that people are hoping for in the Congress. It's going to have to come from President Trump.
Yo, pray for Ross. He's been kind of acting different. He got he said that Tic Tac thing. He went backtracked on the drones. He had a sudden deportation from Need to Know. It was not planned. And if
What
you
was up with that, you think?
If you go read the comments, even Bryce Zabel was being a little sus about it. That like something sus went down. He was being diplomatic about it, but like, yeah, it was very weird. I've heard from not the most trustworthy sources that Ross got like told like you need to walk back certain things. I don't know, but he's all pessimistic, doomery now. Pray for Ross. He doesn't know who Tupa is. He's citing Tupa the next day. Like, I don't know what's up with him, man.
A lot of people are that way, though, man. A lot of people are kind of seeing that we're not getting anywhere. You know what I mean? So it doesn't like surprise me at all that he feels that way.
Yeah, that is the funny thing too. He's got Money Penny giving him ultimatums and shit. Should we pull it up? That was fun, real quick. I'm down. That was funny. If I could find it in 2 seconds. We only have one more video.
It was funny, dude. Like it's so random, and then it went viral as hell.
It went so viral. It's so funny. How far back was that? Oh, here we go.
This is a message to Ross Coutlhart. You have 3 hours
Poor guy can't catch a break
to contact me, and you have my contact details. We've spoken before. To be able to stop me revealing where a giant UFO, a huge...
I literally put the Transformers thing. I just thought it was funny. I thought it was a meme. Her delivery was fire, and like people ran with this so hard.
It's so funny.
Well, dude,
she underneath.
She listened to Michael Scott, dude. Michael Scott said, "Always leave him with an ultimatum." Every time.
The funniest part too is that we later learned it was like basically just AIDS, and that like it was all ChatGPT, and she had forgot like 2 of the main data points that Ross had said, that it was outside the U.S. and underground. But
massive, high security building, and now I have the evidence, and I'm going to release it in 3 hours' time, unless you contact me and tell me there is a very important national security issue that would stop me. Because I believe, in the interests of disclosure and of everybody who has been struggling with deception and secrets for far too long.
Her heart's in the right place, though, right? Like, it might just be ChatGPT AIDS, but like, I feel like if she actually had it, she'd be like about that life. So I do gotta respect that.
Yeah,
You know
this is how she would act if she actually had it.
That's
She
what
thought
I'm
she
saying. The
had it.
energy's there. She just
Yeah.
doesn't have it, but
Yeah,
I love the energy.
I love the Michael Scott comparison too, because it is like
It is, bro. That's the second Michael Scott reference in one day, by the way, with me and you. The other thing is, like, I wish you would have gave him 24 hours. So 3 hours is kind of a tight deadline.
3 hours
no?
is pretty wild.
It's pretty tight, bro.
Oh my god! And Dom Luker was posting this shit and stuff. So fun.
That we have a right to know this. You told us about it more than 2 years ago. It's about time people knew the truth. 3 hours, counting. Speak to you soon.
And before you leave, is there anything else you can tell us about this gigantic vehicle that's too big to move? What were you told specifically? Come on, just like give me some more details.
I've told you all. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to get in trouble.
Damn you,
for
Ross.
saying what I said. I'm going to get in trouble.
Got me on tenterhooks.
Let me just tell you this. I know exactly where it is.
My goodness.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Why is he
music.
so
People
red?
took it
Do you think that's going to come to light?
One day.
One day.
One day.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because it's absolutely gobsmacking that it's being kept as a secret.
Jesus.
Imagine having an object that's so big, it's just not conceivable to move it.
I can't. I can barely even comprehend that.
God bless Jay, bro.
Dude,
God
there's
is
no way to
100K.
not laugh during this clip. Like, there's no way you can't.
And honestly, you know, to money's and our good buddy Elio says, explain to AIDS for the newcomers. AIDS is artificial intelligence induced derangement syndrome, and it's really been hitting the UFO community hard. Basically, these ChatGPTs are convincing people because they're just mirroring what the person's doing, that like they've solved the universe, or they found Ross's giant UFO, or they've solved their theory of everything is working, or they what's God sauces. There's just all these different people. But I will say, I thought it was good to introduce that that she, you know, it might have been, you know, AI induced, but that conversation needs to be had, bro. Like, we're talking all this shit about Congress, a dog and pony show, but you're sitting on that info. Like, it's just such a weird dichotomy. I don't know. Yeah. So I guess we got one more video then. Last one. We got to hear from Greer.
Everything was going great.
People like Michael Herrera, who's a Marine who encountered one of these objects. He'll be, hopefully, we're hoping he will be at this event in September, because he is a major whistleblower who I brought to a number of meetings. with the Senate Intelligence Committee and the Pentagon and the House Oversight Committee. But, and he was there when he saw one of these big man-made ones loading crated up humans that were being kidnapped and abducted for human experimentation when he was on a rescue mission for the Marines in Indonesia in 2009 after that terrible earthquake and tsunami. So, we have those sort of people coming forward, and he's not just a whistleblower, he's also actively involved in organizing and working with whistleblowers and helping. So we need more people like that, to come forward. But I think everyone can form their own contact group. Why not? It's very low tech.
Yeah, so he's saying Michael Herrera Greenstreet he posted his DMs and Michael Herrera doesn't know yet, but not too long ago, Michael Herrera was out there with our friend John Castillo, Michael Mazzola, Michael Herrera, Burlison. I think that's what's his name? Bustamante, right? And then Greer. So that wasn't too long ago. So maybe he is in the mix. I guess I want to play this too real quick. I found this interesting, kind of in relation to all this. Let me see.
Where you're making a big difference globally on this. You're going to have everything thrown at you. Like recently, I had several members of Congress tell me that there are a lot of them that can't talk to me because Lou Elizondo and David Grusch have told them that I'm a Russian sleeper agent, that I'm a Russian spy, which is, of course, absurd. But these members of Congress, oh my God, we don't want to get caught up in a spy ring. And Dr. Greer is a Russian spy. I mean, just batshit, insane, crazy stuff, right? So this is constant, this psychological warfare and physical things. But, in 93, when I said, well, if I'm going to do, or 94 actually, is when I decided full steam ahead, damn their torpedoes, right? But it has not been a pleasant journey. Some of it's been beautiful, particularly the CE5 contact part. That's what I love the most. But this other part of it has been terrible.
And fuck it, because I'm a chaos agent.
Broken the silence and actually started releasing. Yeah. Now, someone who was part of their clan, Lil Poptart, has since broken the silence and actually started releasing information about their group. How could they do this? How could they be spending all this time in this? They got to be funded from somebody. Well, it sounds like a lot of this stuff is coming from the man who's been accused of being a Russian agent in the past, Dr. Steven Greer. And all the thing is, it sounds like they've got the Cousins brothers, from Third.
So that's our dear friend Poptart. I still consider him a friend. Pray for him. He's going through this weird mental breakdown thing where he's now wearing clan robes and stuff. But this is a Elizondo media asset. Saying this lie I think it's a lie because it's from the people it's coming from, that Greer is a Russian agent. And Greer said that also, Grusch and Elizondo had been saying this about him. So I think that's also kind of just worth noting about the upcoming hearing, right? There's people trying to get people in. There's people trying to obfuscate and accuse others of being Russian agents. So they're not in, you know what I mean? I think that just has to be noted. I don't know. Anyone have any thoughts on that too? Do you have any thoughts on the Poptart clip? Oh, pray for Poptart. Hey, if you pray for Lil Poptart, bro. He does need it. But yeah, that's about it. I don't know. Does anyone else on the panel have any thoughts? Was that too spicy at the end? Yeah, I don't know. There we go.
Well, I'm me personally, I don't think we're going to see Michael Herrera, dude. Once again, Burlison already said, it's supposed to be people that haven't been out and about already. So I don't think we're going to see him.
True. You're right. And then nothing he said, did he say a Marine, right? And Michael Herrera is coming from the Marines. Yeah.
It's a good point too.
So we got two Air Force, one Navy. What if it's Doty? What if it's prison whistleblower Charles McNeil? Someone who I do respect. They're one of the people that's kind of new to it, and you can tell they're excited and they're politically active and making moves and shit, but they're just a little too fresh in the face. They said that Burlison's talking to fucking prison whistleblower Charles McNeil, bro. What if they roll? I was saying this. What if they roll out a TV and it's Charles McNeil from the jail cell?
The TV thing is wild, bro. That's how they would have to do it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, this person, and I don't think they're just making it up. Burlison's kind of. I mean, Doty, it's just so weird. It's a
Dude, what if all the amnesty talk is just about Charles McNeil?
Right? No, it's for the people torturing kids, it seems. But yeah, no, that's it, guys. Tuba, you got any other thoughts? Who might we see? Let me double check too, because Luna said they're going to post the names, but I shouldn't have done it by the time here.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I'm excited. Fuck it. It's always a fun day when there's a hearing.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped, dude. This should be sick.
I'm debating whether or not I'm going to stream it. I streamed the last one. I might stream this one too.
Maybe we could do like a dual stream so we could all be hanging out and still be streaming.
Oh, are you going to do that? Are you going to plan?
I might probably. I mean, fuck it. I mean, we'll see though.
I'm down
Who
if you
knows?
do it. Yeah, I'm down to jump on for sure.
Yeah, nothing yet from her so far. All right, well, I guess that's that, everyone. Fun times. You kept it under an hour here. This was fun. A lot of content covered. A lot
Good
of
stuff,
memes had. Tuba, great job. I gotta say too, the music grew on me. I was like, no, we need a 90s song. I like what you did there.
It feels almost like Indiana Jones or something. I don't know why it's resonating with people. I have no idea. Like, I don't know what. I haven't figured it out.
Well, and it was a toxic meme, right? Because he stirred all this shit today too.
Yeah,
it looks really real, dude. It looks really real. The camera movement is really cool too. So like gives that huge effect. That's what I think it is. Man.
Okay, and it's extended. It's like a 15-second shot, right? Usually AI shoots something like
it's like
5 to 10.
a one taker with.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's that camera movement for me where it's like, holy fuck, he got it all in one shot, and it still follows him. The camera moves with him like it's on a dolly. It's very cool.
Really worked that much. Shout out Midjourney.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for having fun, and we'll catch you guys next time. Fliptime probably in a space shooting the shit. You know, we're too addicted to this stuff. But yeah, fun. Thank you to my panel, Terrestrial Material, Tupa.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Boom. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and